Jurors order Trump to pay $83 million for defamation of columnist. Jean Carroll. A New York jury on Friday ordered former President Donald Trump to pay a total of $83.3 million to Jean Carroll for undermining her credibility as an advice columnist when he called her a liar after she accused him of sexually violence. The jury awarded Carroll $65 million in punitive damages, $11 million for damage to her reputation, and an additional $7.3 million. Trump will almost certainly appeal the verdict. Despite the size of the fine, the verdict was not unexpected. Judge Lewis Kaplan ruled before the trial that Trump had in fact slandered Carroll. The jury could only decide how much Trump owed her, not whether he was liable. This is the second time Trump has been ordered to pay Carroll. Last year, a jury ordered him to pay $5 million for a separate libel case. In response, Trump's 2024 campaign released a statement claiming, without offering evidence, that the trial was a political weapon. Absolutely funny, the statement says. I completely disagree with both verdicts and will be appealing this entire Biden witch hunt against me and the Republican Party. The jury's decision came just days after Trump won the New Hampshire primary to become the Republican Party leader. The case is one of several involving Trump, who is also awaiting a verdict in a civil case that could see him pay at least $250 million to New York State for business practices that a judge found fraudulent. He could also be barred from doing business in the state where he made his name as a real estate tycoon. Trump faces a total of 91 federal and state charges, ranging from charges in New York to federal charges stemming from the Jan. 6 Capitol riot. What's this about? In 2019, Carroll, an advice columnist and freelance writer, accused Trump of sexually assaulting her in the 90s. The accusation, detailed in her book, was first published in an article in New York Magazine. After the article was published, Trump issued 2 statements in response to reporters, including one in which he categorically denied her claims and said she was not my type. Carroll then sued Trump for defamation, alleging that his comments destroyed her reputation as a reliable source in the media and led to a slew of abusive and threatening messages, emails, and comments on her social media accounts. At the time, Trump's Attorney General, Bill Barr, blocked the lawsuit, arguing that Trump made the comments in his official capacity as president. Because of this, the lawsuit was stuck in court for several years. In 2023, Biden's Justice Department reversed course and allowed the first defamation suit to proceed, in part because of a 2023 ruling that found Trump responsible for the attack. Judge Kaplan ruled that Trump defamed Carroll in 2019 and that the former president was also responsible. What readings did they show? Carroll herself was the first witness to take the witness stand, putting her face to face with Trump, who was present for the first few days of the trial. Carroll said she felt like Trump, by calling her a liar, was ending the world I lived in. She said she used to receive hundreds of letters asking for advice in her column, but now she receives less than 10 a month. Instead, she said, she received threats and insults. Carroll's lawyer showed jurors several social media posts, messages, and emails sent to Carroll in the days following Trump's statements. I sued to get my reputation back, Carroll said. But Trump lawyer Alina Habba argues that the damages should not be borne by Trump himself. Habba also showed jurors several social media posts, but they were posted in the 5-hour gap between the publication of Carroll's allegations and Trump's comments that led to his being sued. Habba also focused on the praise and support Carroll has received for her allegations and questioned the writer's motives for suing and deleting threats sent to her email. Trump steps up pressure on Carroll's lease after weeks of vowing to take the witness stand. In his own defense, Trump finally did so on January 25th, but this did not last long, only a few minutes. In his testimony, he said he stood by his previous testimony 100%. Asked by his lawyer if he ever directed anyone to harm Carroll, Trump said he did not do so and simply wanted to protect himself, his family, and his presidency. In addition to his testimony, Trump attended the trial for several days and spoke openly about the case outside the courtroom. On his first day of testimony, Judge Kaplan reprimanded him for making comments while Carroll was at the docket. Carroll's lawyers have twice indicated they could hear him out, and perhaps the jury could too. Kaplan warned Trump that his right to attend the meeting could be taken away.